So I guess we'll just go quickly through the 3 out of 10s that we gave.
Okay.
Because we gave 2 3 out of 10s. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, it was probably wait, hold on. Wait, 3 out of 10?
Yeah, 3 out of 10. Do you remember the 2 3 out of 10s we gave?
Hold on. Let me see. It had to be Werewolves.
Yeah.
And Nightbitch. It had to be.
It was Werewolves and Get Away.
Oh, Get Away.
Get Away. You didn't see Get Away, so I don't blame you. So we'll start with Get Away, I guess, real quick. Not too much. Again, we've already talked about it.
Yeah.
So you already know exactly what I'm probably gonna say. But just a quick rundown again. Get Away was the.
If somebody could read lips.
Yeah, if someone, we have a 3-hour video file ready to be watched at any moment.
And only watched.
Not listened. Yeah, silent video only.
There's no subtitles on it.
There's nothing. Anyway, Get Away, the 2024 Get Away film. I watched that in the beginning of December. Hot trash. I spent $16. The only film I spent $16.
That was the AMC one.
That was the AMC one.
Of course.
None of them are in Regal. Shout out Regal. Regal Unlimited. So Get Away was about the one family I told you about, which it was like a family of 4, mother, daughter. So mother, father, teenage daughter, teenage son. It was super bland, basic, boring family. Yeah. The trailer you watched about it,
like the really weird horror movie.
Really weird. Yeah. So it was a horror comedy, I guess, and so
from the trailer, it literally reminded me of. Damn. What's that Jordan Peele movie?
Which one? Get Out or
no? Not Get Out.
Us.
I
guess. I mean, apparently this director is really famous for doing that, like making movies that are like weird and like out of touch. I don't know exactly. I didn't look into his whole thing, but yeah, made Get Away. He made it. Can you check on my notes? I put how much the movie cost. I just look up it's under Get Away. It's right down there. Get Away. So what the movie cost? So yeah, so $650,000 budget, and it only made what, $169,000 opening.
What a flop, bro.
Opening, yeah. So incredible flop, honestly.
What a flop.
The highest reviews I've seen for it was like 6.5, maybe 7, with people with just like loving the artistic design of it. I don't know. To me, it was garbage, and I hated it. It wasn't funny. It had a terrible like killing scene that I told you about, where it was just like mindless rampage killing from this family, and it made really weird sexual jokes. The acting was not good. The music was not good. The music was louder than the scenes half the time. So like it was just overly loud music. I couldn't even hear what they were saying at times. It didn't hit the mark on anything. In my opinion, it missed every mark. The only thing that I liked was the fact that Sweden's just beautiful. And this was filmed in Sweden. This is, I guess, maybe a Swedish film where like it had Swedish actors and everything with that. Really dumb subplots, really bad characters. Just not a good film. Don't watch that film. Okay. That's a film.
I probably couldn't even if I wanted to.
So Get Away, 3 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Deservedly so.
Werewolves. This was most you. I didn't give Werewolves a 3 out of 10. I gave it like a 4.5, if that means anything. But so 4.5 for me. But you gave it such a low score that I was like, let's just do 3 out of 10. Werewolves.
Yeah. I just no. There was I don't know. There's a lot wrong. There's a lot wrong with it. I mean, it was. I think regardless though, out of all the movies I rated low, it's probably one of the only ones that I'd watch again, just because like it was funny bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the camera quality was low.
God awful.
The terrible. Whether the werewolves were CG or not, like they looked really bad.
Garbage.
But it was just I don't know. They were just so funny looking to me. Like I don't know. I enjoy something that's so bad it's funny.
Yeah, true.
Because like. I like to see what other people think about it. Like, I don't want to say that like Terrifier 3 is in that vein. Yeah, but it's a little similar to where like it's not even horror at that point. It's literally just a comedy. Like like at no point was I ever terrified. But at the same time, it's like I love to see people's reactions to like all these like super outlandish, like children is getting blown up. That's hilarious.
Right.
Kind of. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Hold on, listen. Before we get on the list, before we get on some kind of list, let's make sure we know.
There's like certain things are just like for like the scene where like the neighbors just like buckled down in his house, didn't barricade a single thing, and just get a fridge thrown through his home. Like that's just
that was such a crazy just. I mean, if you bass boost that scene, bro, that's a whole meme.
Yeah, literally.
Just this guy's just sitting there ready. He's scared shitless, and bang, a whole fridge thrown at his face, and he just doesn't die, and boom, Moonlight turns into it. So, premise was trash. I mean, the main character was garbage.
A lot of cheesy one-liners.
A lot of cheesy one-liners. Again,
a lot of super like cliche things. Happen in that movie.
Yeah, the mother was not smart. She was just shooting holes into the ceiling when Moonlight is the thing that turns you into a werewolf.
Yeah,
garbage. And she wasted all shotgun shells. The whole scene where the main character's love interest just gets yoinked at the car.
They build her up so much. They build her up so much, and you think she's gonna be like this super important character. They go through literally like 3 or 4 different trials and tribulations on their way to like the main character's house to go save his whatever sister-in-law.
Whatever, yeah, she is, yeah.
And then they're about to get into the car. She gets snatched up by a werewolf, and then that's literally it. That's legitimately all that happens. Like, I thought that there was gonna be like a whole nother act where like he like goes and tries and saves her or whatever the case. No, he kind of just like sits there.
Yeah, gives her a moment of silence. And calls it.
Yeah, and then he's just like, all right, damn.
He's like, I gotta give it back to
like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then he just goes and saves the day.
Dips. And the whole like underground society that could have been cool. They completely never touched on again. They go down there, they see underground society in the works, and then next thing you know, they just lead them to tunnels, and they never are spoken about. They're never seen.
Which is really weird too, because like I feel like it's implied that like this only happens like once a month. Right?
Yeah.
Because it's only during the full moon. So like, what do they do?
Maybe if it was like
for the rest of the year.
I don't know. To me, it was like kind of like a Purge-esque. You know, but it was just not hit on anyway correctly. Again, just nothing hit good. And again, the most annoying thing, not that we're film critics or anything, but the cinematography was dog ass. Just absolute trash. The camera they used was so bad. The blue tint filter they used was trash. But the camera really annoyed me. And the second I pointed it out, I couldn't see the film in any way, shape, or form good, because it didn't take light very well. So like the whole glare, you even said you could see some pixelization and like the whole, which if you're gonna make a film,
the whole movie's in low light, right? So like you think they choose something that's like more suited for that,
right? And they just don't. And but also even I feel like maybe they tried to. But then they use the same camera they were recording for the low light with the bright ass sunlight.
Yeah.
See, so the glare from the sunlight to you can't see anything at night to just bad film. That sucked. You said you'd see it again though.
Yeah, I would definitely see it again.
But okay, Werewolves.
But not by myself.
Not by yourself. Fair enough. It would have to be with a bunch of friends chilling.
Yeah, literally.
In your living room and just throw it on.
Yeah, exactly.
So okay, Werewolves then 3 out of 10.
I'll give it 3 out of 10. That's fine.
3 out of 10. All right, perfect. We'll go into the 4 out of 10s now, I guess. Babygirl. Babygirl's 4 out of 10. You didn't see Babygirl, but it was trash. It sucked. I hated it. Antonio Banderas was the husband of the main character, the wife. She's a CEO, and she cheats on her husband, and then she's cheating on him with the intern or something like that. This young 20-year-old guy. She's 40 plus, so already I didn't like the premise.
Yeah.
Why are you showing me a 20-year-old with a 40-year-old? All right, I get it. It happens. Don't show it to me. All right. And so her husband, Antonio Banderas, gets his ass kicked when he finds out that.
Yeah, when you told me that was insane, bro.
So funny. This guy's getting stomped out, cheated on. His wife doesn't respect him, and then also the whole movie turns it on him. They're like, he didn't satisfy her enough. This is her fantasy. So this guy just doesn't win.
Yeah.
Antonio Banderas, I'll never look at him the same. Legendary actor. He's a bitch in this film. Main character, she did a good job. She acted well. The cinematography was fine. It was an A24 film, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was an A24 film.
A24 film. So my opinion,
which is weird. I don't know. Like that's not what I think of when I think of an A24 film, but
it wasn't a hit. It was an erotic. Damn, what was it called? Can you check real quick?
It's that you put erotic thriller, but
erotic thriller. Yeah,
I feel like it's probably more like an erotic drama.
It was an erotic thriller because, like, I guess it gave you a thrill, or maybe she was, I don't know, but that kind of erotic thriller. This felt like a fanfic kind of film.
Yeah.
Trash. Not much good to say about it. But then again, I will say this is a movie made by a woman, so maybe the audience was just not me. That being said, I didn't like it. So 4 out of 10 for Babygirl. Homestead. Well, yeah, Homestead is we're going to the 4.5 rated now. Not much better, but 4.5. Homestead. I was telling you about. It's a badly shot, badly made CW like television series. It's the pilot episode and the second episode merged into a movie.
So it's not even really a movie.
It's not even a movie.
It's not even a movie.
It was trash. It was trash. They tried to do a whole like apocalyptic kind of thing. I wouldn't even watch the series now.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But if you did want to see something like this, you can look it up and see like, oh, is Homestead anything that I'd want to watch? It shouldn't be, but by all means.
I mean, you never know. Maybe they cook later.
Yeah.
Maybe they cook later.
Maybe the show, but honestly, at this point, waste of time to go to the film and watch to the theater and watch this film. Just watch the series at that point. So Homestead was trash. There's almost nothing good I can say about it, but I guess it had like some cool thoughts and ideas to it, and the acting was bad, but not as bad as I'd say something like Werewolves or like Get Away. So I could watch Homestead again. That's why I gave it a 4.5. But would I want to see it again? Absolutely not. And at this point, I'd rather just watch the series if I'm watching anything at all.
Yeah.
So Homestead 4.5.
And how long was that movie?
It was like I think it was 2 hours, something like that. It was an hour and a half, 2 hours. It was in between that range. It was not good. Another film we gave 4.5 was Nightbitch. Yeah. And we watched that together. Yeah. Bright and early. And, you know, it really connected with us because we're both mothers. Yeah. You know, me and my children, we watched this film.
Did you have flashbacks from birth?
I had flashbacks from birth, right. And when I turned into a dog. Yeah. Yeah.
And like being a stay-at-home mom.
That film sucked. That film was trash.
I'm literally going to just chalk it up to like me genuinely not being a target audience for that. Like I said, I can respect some of the things that they're trying to say in the movie in regards to like what it means to co-parent, what it means to raise a kid, and things of that nature. What it means to like to do like work-life balance, and things of that nature. Like all of those things, like I got, but like that grander plot of like being a woman specifically, and like all the changes that you go through as like a woman when you give birth, I just couldn't. I was talking to and she was just speaking to me about like all the things that kind of happen when you give birth.
Become a mother and
She was talking about like how basically every mother goes through like postpartum depression, which is essentially like you literally get depressed after you have the baby because of all these hormonal imbalances. And like I've heard of it before. I thought it was like something you'd go through for like a week. Apparently, some people go through it for like a month or even a year, where they're just like super depressed, and you got to like sludge through that, and still raise your kid.
And you still got to raise your kid. You still got to be an operating person. You got to go back to work. So mothers are incredible by all means, and I'm sure we can both agree on all those things. As a film, though, to me, it just didn't land. Again, first of all, we were the only two people in that theater, so it was really weird. I think that was the only film we saw that we were the only two people in that theater.
Right. That is right.
And so, I don't know if it did well or not. I don't care to check either. At the end of the day, this is not a film made for me, you, any guy in general. I wouldn't recommend watching this. But if you're maybe a mother or a girl, we talked to her, and who she now is going to have another kid as well. So we talked to her, and so we'll get back her thoughts eventually. Maybe she likes it, and maybe she loves the message. To me, it was really weird. The main actress, she was not terrible. Her role was just weird. The whole like it felt really preachy at some points, and it just, I don't know, it was a bad story. I don't know if your whole premise is turn into a dog because you're giving a kid, it's not the best. And so
that's like I mean they make that a big point in the movie, and I just still I don't understand like what that equates to. I'm just assuming these are just things that like women can relate to already. Like it's not something that I'm assuming it's not something that I can look at and immediately like understand. So it's just like, again, like I compared it to like that TikTok trend where like where like where like the TikTok trend where like it'd be like all right, let's fool the girls, and it'd be like some weird obscure picture, and like guys would get it.
Let's fool the girls.
Yeah, let's fool the girls. And it'd be like something weird, right?
Like, oh, guys, you'll understand. It's a guy skipping rocks in the water,
exactly,
and like breaking ice or something.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and like we'll be like, I don't get it. It's like, it's because it's a guy thing. It's like it doesn't have to be spoken about. No. And like you think about it, you go in the comments, and everybody's thinking what you're thinking. Like I'm assuming that's what the movie was like.
Trying to do for mothers.
Yeah, exactly.
Specifically mothers. Yeah. It wasn't about women either. It was specifically about mothers.
Yeah, I mean, no, yeah.
Because it really didn't like. I think even it shaded some women, you know.
Yeah.
Because I remember like. I think when she was talking to one of her friends that wasn't a mother, or like her art director that wasn't a mother or whatever.
Well, I think she was a mother, but like she
maybe forgot.
She was a mother, but she was like a businesswoman who like didn't take care of her kid.
Okay,
like she had a nanny, and then that was what she was doing like to pursue her career, and then, like I guess like it was like one of those things, like, she was feeling bitter about, I guess, because
she was just shitting on her for having a nanny.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Again, I don't know. Didn't land for me. So we give Nightbitch a 4.5 out of 10.
I'll do a 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah, I mean, I would never watch it again, but it wasn't bad. Either. I just didn't get it.
Yeah. I mean, we'll hear some thoughts on it again, and maybe when I'm a father, I'll look back on it and be like, that movie is facts.
Now, I mean, yeah.
For right now, I have no thoughts about that film. And I guess our last film for like the worst films we've seen in December is Y2K.
Okay.
And we give Y2K a 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Y2K, we were both really disappointed by the best friend dying because he carried the film. I don't know his name. I forgot his name. He carried the whole fucking film. He was just a fat guy. He was just really funny.
Really charismatic.
And his death 30 minutes into the film killed the film.
It was...
Even though the film was an hour 30, trust me, that 30 minutes with him is 10 times better than the hour without him.
And it's just one of those films that, like, I mean, I'm not sure if that was what they were going for or not, but like, it just didn't, like, I can't tell if it was trying to take itself serious or not. But I'm just gonna go ahead and say I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Yeah. Like literally everybody's death was made into a joke,
complete joke.
And I just couldn't enjoy it for that reason.
Yeah.
And again, just like pick a lane, I guess, or know when to like.
When to switch it on or off. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Cause like, the way some of these people died are like just dumb.
It was dumb as fuck.
They're just so dumb.
And it wasn't Terrifier dumb.
No.
It was genuinely just stupid.
I mean, because like the how they die in Terrifier. It's completely valid. Like if you're taking a shot, somebody comes with a chainsaw, like
you're gonna die.
Yeah, you're gonna die. But these people
just
are
because they're showing cock and ball shots doesn't mean doesn't mean that it's not a very terrifying way to die.
But but like in Y2K, these people are like they can't run away from an RC car.
Yeah.
Or some nonsense like that. It's like, all right, well.
Or like the lady where she was like laying down and like
I guess she gets drilled in the head.
She gets drilled in the head.
Or like the slowest moving thing in the world.
And somehow it had enough force too. I'm not gonna get into a physics.
Talk, yeah. That's a little bit too much, but
yeah. They had a horrible like some of the side characters. They were really bad actors. First of all, they were terrible actors. Second of all, I know you fell asleep during the second half of this film, so let me just tell you, you're never gonna watch this film again. So I'm just gonna let you know. There's this whole scene where like, remember the bully with the camcorder?
Yeah, you mean when he was like grinding on the railing and just died immediately?
Not him. Oh, that was hilarious though. That was dumb.
That was
hilarious,
dumb.
Though. His best friend, the guy that followed him around everywhere.
Okay.
Him. Apparently, he's an aspiring rapper.
Okay.
And there's some really trash rapping in this film.
Okay.
It's garbage. And then I think they brought in Fred Durst. I don't know if you remember Fred Durst.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's this rock kind of guy from the 2000s. And he's in the film for some reason.
Okay.
Really bad. It's terrible. I don't know why they did this. All right. But hey, you know what? The main character, he plays that role great. If I ever make a movie.
Fred Durst. I see.
Yeah, Fred Durst. There you go.
Literally, one of the first images that come up is...
Hey! That's him.
It's him.
That's him. That's Fred Durst.
He's in the Y2K.
Of course. That's him. That's the guy.
The Y2K. All right, I guess.
But yeah, the main character, though, plays that role to perfection.
Yeah.
If I ever need a really young-looking, nerdy, really uncool main character, or any character, I'm hiring him. He kills it. And then the best friend... He plays that role in probably every film he does, just the fat, funny friend.
Yeah,
but he kills that role. So don't stop. Don't ever stop.
Like, I don't think they're as good as like Jonah Hill and Michael Cera.
Okay, but you're talking
about... I feel like that's like the same archetype though.
Sure.
Which is funny to me because like they're like that.
But if they keep this up for the next 20 years. I feel like they could be on that level.
I mean, but remember that was like one of their first films, though, too.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's like off the rip, they're
they're not there yet.
Yeah, they're really good. But again, Super Bad was also like a really great script. Like that was actually
a good film.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not the same, but I do like
a genuinely good film.
I do like those sort of friendships though.
Yeah,
that's true. Like the super awkward and super outgoing, but like they're both still geeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just one more like accepts it, and one's like, nah, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like one is like okay with who they are, and the other one wants to be more, but is not willing to do more. Like that whole archetype is like I like that.
Yeah, it's cool. I agree. All in all, though, Y2K was really disappointing. It was shot beautifully. I'll give it that. It was shot beautifully. The acting was all right. Just boring. I would not watch this film again.
Yeah, the trailer made it seem better,
way better than
what it was. Yeah.
I did this as a double feature with Werewolves. So that was the worst evening, afternoon, day. I mean, I used a day off from my hard work job.
3 hours
to watch 3 hours of terrible films. All right, but I guess okay. So Y2K then 5 out of 10.
I'm cool. 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
I'm cool. 5 out of 10.
But live with the average film. It's an average film. Don't watch it. So okay, then that wraps up our horrible films of December 2024. Okay.